How did you first learn about Survivor Bloomsburg, and why did you decide to apply for Season 3?
I saw it online on like the Husky source. It was just something where I was like, you know what, I think I'm just gonna try out and see what happens.
In episode 1, the first activity was the island hopping, where you had about 30 seconds to get trios standing in various hula hoops. How did you feel about your original trio that you formed with Dane and Blaine?
I felt really good about working with both of them. We actually had gotten a chance to talk beforehand, and it just so happened that they were two people that I ended up in the same group with.
You mentioned in the finale that you had a secret alliance with Dane the whole season.
Yes.
Did that form before or after the trio was created, and how come Blaine wasn't included?
So that formed after the trio. It was one of those things where no one was around us and we were just like, do you want to talk strategy a little bit? And then, I don't know, we might have spoke for like 10-15 minutes.
In episode 1, how did you feel about being selected to join OG Gibbon?
I felt really good about being selected. The three of us, we kind of went and approached that group and we were like, hey, if you guys want to work with us, we're good with that. OG Gibbon ended up kind of being a bit of a powerhouse there for a little bit.
If you had landed on OG Bonobo or OG Yukari, how do you think this game would have been different?
I'm a very genuine person and I'm very authentic, so I think that I still would have been able to form great relationships with people, and I think I still would have stayed in the game for a while, but maybe not as long as I had.
In episode 2 on the quad, Gibbon dominated in all of the challenges. Tell us which ones were your favorite that night and why.
Doing both of the puzzles. I tend to just really enjoy doing anything that puzzle oriented, so that was just the most fun for me, was getting to put myself in those challenges.
In episode 3, Gibbon didn't have to go to tribal at all. Describe how that felt and which challenges you enjoyed most at the rec.
We didn't have to vote anybody out. Even though it was a good thing, it kind of got me thinking about like what's gonna happen when the time comes that we do have to go to tribal. Yoga, dodgeball seemed to be like the favorite of.
In episode 4, the first things the castaways encountered was the first team swap of the season. You remained on Gibbon with Hayden, Jack, Chase, and Connor, but got Joseph and Noah added to your group. How did you feel about this brand new Gibbon team?
Very optimistic about it.
The new Gibbon struggled in the safety blocks challenge that night. Walk us through what happened.
I think it was just communication. The same reasons the other tribes did well was because of communication. I think that's where ours kind of struggled as well.
In episode 5, another team swap occurred, and this time you joined the new Yukari with Evan, Brandon, Hayden, and Connor. Thoughts about that new group in that moment?
Optimistic about being with a new group. The only person who wasn't a part of OG Gibbon was Brandon, and I had been with Hayden and Connor the entire time.
In episode 5 at the pool, you won the small splash challenge in round 2 for your team. How did that feel?
Felt really great. I was very surprised at how many people had asked me if I had taken swimming lessons.
In episode 6 at the sports field, what were you thinking when you had learned that a 5th team, Orange, was being formed that night?
I was surprised.
In the first challenge, tire crawl relay, tell us about what you did to help your team take first place.
The only thing I did was crawl under the net in the sand. That didn't bother me at all.
Yukari never went to tribal that episode. Did you feel that you were back on a solid team again that night?
I did, yes.
In episode 7, you were in possession of the Yukari mascot monkey. Tell us how you felt as you were getting called down to the field at the very beginning of that night at Redmond Stadium.
You know, had that feeling that this could be something that had to do with an idol.
How did you transform the monkey into an idol? And then, how come you never played the idol to save anyone?
We had to get 2 other castaways to do a dance in the end zone. I never ended up playing it.
You approached the voting process with 19 players all attending tribal council together for the first time.
The OG Gibbon. So speaking outside of the game to one another, I had a general idea of where we all stood.
In episode 7 at Redmond Stadium, walk us through the Circle of Doom and how you tried to strategically outwit the others in that challenge.
That might have been my favorite challenge this whole season. It was different and I just thought it was really cool. I didn't stand up. I have 3 small kids at home and I have to crawl past bedrooms all the time. Kind of went into mom mode.
In episode 8, you were on the Squid Squad and won the checkers challenge, but then you lost the nut stacking challenge. Tell us how those two felt.
God, Squid Squad was just such a good name. Like right towards when it was getting to the top, I feel like I was just a little too shaky to like take that one home.
In episode 8, you were paired with Joe for the Elevated Souls challenge in the ballroom and were the 3rd team to drop. Tell us how that felt and why you two weren't able to complete it successfully.
I was very surprised. I think I could have hung in there for a while. He was extending his legs and it was actually pushing me further and further back.
How did you end up deciding to choose Noah Moyer as your friend for the Special Friends episode? What made you two work so well together?
We had just met that night. He was chosen for me. It was actually Jay. She had brought in her friend Connor, and Noah was a friend of Connor's.
In episode 9, what were your favorite challenges at the rec center and why?
Croquet mallet, because I came in second.
In episode 10, walk us through the first immunity challenge, Hungry Hungry Monkeys. What happened?
But otherwise, I don't think it was too bad. I mean, Dane killed it. He only got one ball. I think it was just 1 point for him.
In episode 10, with only 7 players left in the game, the OG Gibbon decided to keep the last of the Novo player, which was Scott, and voted out Dane instead. You bailed out on your number 1 from day 1. Did you not feel you could not beat him in the finale?
I'm not sure if I would have, but seeing how things turned out.
You solved the cryptic legacy of the Husky 3 in episode 10 with the Legacy Tent Hunt Challenge, which was very impressive and summed up honestly why you deserve to win the season. How did you feel in that moment?
Glorious. So I was very, very proud of myself for solving that, especially because it seemed like no one else had any idea or inkling of it at all. The only person who came close was Jack, and sorry Jack, I'm taking credit for that. It was because I had pulled him in on it, because I thought if anyone else might know something, it would have been him. And so I gave him the first one, HJC, and was like, hey, maybe we can, if you find one, or you can help me cut this research time in half. You can edit that however you want, because it's a long answer and I know I can ramble.
What's funny is that I did most of the research for the whole cryptic legacy thing, so hearing you spout it out. In the season finale, Connor soared through the first 2 parts of the relay while you struggled with the boxes and then the cone head balls. Tell us how you felt with that challenge and not being able to advance to the classic Survivor flame puzzle.
Disappointed.
If you had made it to the flame puzzle, how do you feel you would have done in comparison to the others?
Pretty confidently say I think I would have finished it first.
If you had won that puzzle challenge instead of Hope, who would you have brought to the final 3 with you and why?
Connor and I, we had a really good relationship where I think we had put a lot of trust in each other in the game. Jack and I don't know if when I reached out to him about the cryptic puzzle, I would have also selected Hope for the same reason that she picked me.
How did you feel about facing the jury, and were there any questions that you were surprised to hear the jury members ask about?
I felt good about facing the jury. If anything, I was more nervous that I would not have a good opportunity to explain what I thought I did in the game.
The results of season 3 almost ended up in a 6-6-1 tie, in which Hope would have had to cast the tie-breaking vote. Why do you feel the jury was so split, and who do you think was on your side?
I think that they were so split because Jack is very good when it comes to speaking. He won previously, so he already had that comfortability.
You never found any hidden idols or advantages on campus at all during the season, yet many other castaways were always on the hunt and in fact found a lot. Thoughts on that?
Part of me questioned if I was blind. I think there was a part of me that didn't want to seem like I was being too obvious when it came to looking for stuff.
Now that it's official that you are forever a sole survivor in the history books here at CU Bloomsburg, joining Jake Casello from season 1 and Jack Holcomb from season 2, what advice would you have for future players who decide to compete?
Don't tell someone you're aligned with them if you're not aligned with them. Stay true to that, because otherwise if someone catches you flipping, they're gonna vote you out, because nobody's gonna trust you after that. Give your best in all of the challenges, do what you can do, plead your case, never give up. Even if you think it's you going home, you try everything that you can this day, because honestly, you never know what is going to happen.
What did you learn about yourself by participating in Survivor Bloomsburg Season 3?
Under the right circumstances, I can definitely push myself, knowing that you can still push yourself past those limits, and that I'm not 100% falling apart yet. Feels good.
What do you feel makes the Survivor Bloomsburg experience so unique and fun to do or even watch as a spectator?
Everything, from you guys to the snacks to the challenges. If you're a fan of Survivor, I think that you're gonna have a great time with it. There's no way that you can't. For me, it was a great way for me to get familiar with campus. I know where more buildings are now than ever.
Is there anyone you would like to thank who was supporting you in this campus competition, like family, friends, others? Any shout outs?
Yes, so first I would like to thank my husband who took over parenting roles every Tuesday night because I went to work early in the morning and then I came right here after work and then I was not getting home from here until like midnight a lot. So pretty much everything with our kids fell on him. So huge shout out to him for supporting me and for taking care of all of that and letting me sleep in a little the next day, not making me get up. Obviously, my daughters they just think it's the coolest thing because I can pull up YouTube and then they see me on there and it just blows their minds that I'm there and they don't get it, but because they're so little, but they think it's cool, so shout out to them. If they see this, they're gonna be like, whoa. My friends down at, if you're familiar with the Fourth Taco, I had a lot of friends there that was my go-to spot. Before every Tuesday, I'd go there, get something to eat, and everyone was just like, oh my God, you made it. Like, we're so happy. So shout out to them and for all their great food. And then just really, my brothers, my parents, you guys.
If you could tell other students why they should consider applying to next year's Survivor Bloomsburg Season 4, the Lucky Husky Charms, what would you tell them?
I mean, just do it. It is such a great experience. It is so much fun. It is worth it. Even if you get voted out, you'll find out stuff about yourself. You'll make new friends.
Do you have any final thoughts?
There's a part of me that it still just seems very surreal that I actually won. From when I signed up in the beginning, I envisioned it. I was like, oh my God, it would be so cool if I made it. And I did, and I won, and I came in first. I played the game exactly how I wanted to play, so I'm proud of that. I'm proud of Connor, Hope, Jack, Dane. I'm proud of everybody who played there. It was a great group of people to play alongside. I had no issues with anybody. The entire experience was honestly just awesome, and I would love to do it again.